What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Chance Bishop Show for episode 70 of our Madden 25 New England Patriots franchise mode here on the channel. The season is 2053, and it is the 30th year of this franchise. Yes, 30 seasons of New England Patriots football. There's been a lot of ups and downs in this series so far. We have won a lot. And I do mean a lot. This has been, honestly, the team of the last 3 decades. Plain and simple. Head coach Gerard Mayo came in here, and he did what no other head coach could even dream of doing. To create a dynasty within a dynasty with 2 quarterbacks. The amount of draftees that are brought in, the amount of wheeling and dealing the front office was allowed to do with free agency and contracts, and the ability to draft so well that when we would lose a player, we would have the next man up already, and there was no major drop-off. 13-4 is how the Patriots are going to end off their final season here. Not a bad record at all. Looks like we got ourselves the first round bye. Best in the AFC by 2 games, actually. Only team in the AFC East to go above 500. 48, 49, and 6 for Russ Holcomb. That's gotta be, and I mean that's gotta be an MVP season right there for Russ. Woodley right here, 1,000 yards, 8 touchdowns, not bad. 302 there for Holcomb, 220 for Norris, 8 touchdowns, 4 for Holcomb, 3 there for the backup running back. 1,200, 1,100 there for our top 3 receivers. And then Dominique Taylor there, 769. Not bad. Bad for his standpoint. 14 touchdowns for Clay, 13 for Wilcox. He also had a fumble this year. 9 for Gordon, 6 for Taylor. Let's see, sacks, 13 led our team. So, I mean, I feel like these computer guys did okay with allowing sacks. I mean, Keenan with 13 is god-awful, but everyone else allowing 3, 4 sacks is relatively okay. That's mitigated, that's allowed. 104 tackles led the team from Javier. 17.5 sacks there by Matthews and May. Both brought those guys in last offseason. I guess coming into this season right there. But big drop off with sacks. It goes from 17.5, 11, single digits. We had only 4 picks on the entire year. Alright, not what we're used to there. Let's see, we had a missed extra point. Come on, Jimmy. We had 2 missed field goals. 1 was blocked, though, so only 1 was actually missed by Jimmy here. So I will accept that. Let's see, Schaefer, 53 yards a punt. Dude's been Mr. Consistent here at Wake Forest for the punting. I think only had 1 season below 50 yards on net average for punting, which is great. Only 8 kick returns this season. Ew. That's just gross. 18 punt returns. I mean, not even 10 yards of return. Not great. Patriots, Vikings. We've seen this matchup before. And, of course, I mean, we know how this matchup has ended every single time. With the 2053 playoffs, drum roll, please. How is it going to turn out? Who's going to win it all? And 24-8 is the final score. Look at that. The 21st Super Bowl championship in New England franchise history. We have Russ Holcomb winning Super Bowl MVP as well as the MVP. Carlos Harris wins Coach of the Year for the Panthers. Okay. Wide receiver Cassie Sims wins Offensive Player of the Year. I mean, do we not see what Russ Holcomb did? Just under 5,000 yards, 49 touchdowns. I don't know, man. But that's how everything wraps up here. 30 seasons, 15 Super Bowl championships, 16 appearances in the Super Bowl. That is a legacy unlike any other right here. And as we're just going to kind of scroll through how things turned out, how did we get here? You know, you're going to see all the Super Bowl winners. You know, you got to think New England went on multiple runs of winning 2, 3 Super Bowls in a row. The Raiders had a little run right there. Philadelphia had a good run in here. You know, they won, 7 Super Bowls by the end of this series, so not bad. It seemed like New England and Philadelphia definitely knew how to get things done here. Even this run right here in the 2030s, mid-2030s, just a good Patriots run. You know, back-to-back there, 2034, 3 in a row, 2032. Eagles won in 2031. Look at that. The Vikings won. Good for the Vikings. And the Bills won, too. It's been so long, I forgot the Bills won. And, you know, we're going all the way back here to year 1. You know, I guess year 2, technically. But year 1. Philadelphia defeated the Bengals. You'll love to see that one right there. You know, that's kind of how everything started here. Philadelphia versus Cincinnati. And it turned out and it ended with, you know, Philadelphia, they had, 8 Super Bowls. The Patriots ended up with 21 Super Bowls, so they won in theory every other year. 15 Super Bowl victories, 16 appearances. Not bad. Taking a look here at all of the career records there. Anything crazy? Passing touchdowns did get broken for a season. Not too bad there. Games, nothing changed. Two rookie records broken there by Drake May in 2024. Love to see that there for him. And the sacks in 2049 by Street by the Vikings. Okay. Any rookie games? Any rookie games there? In 2041, Drake May. I guess that's career. I don't know. Alright, look at that. Drake May has the most passing yards in Patriots history, most passing touchdowns. Gene T, the most rushing yards and rushing touchdowns. Receiving yards is Ingram. And, you know, that's a good run here. It's a good run here of a lot of very good Patriots. And even look at the top of this list right here. The amount of Patriots. You got Drake May. You got Max Crosby up there. Chase Young is up there. Matthews hasn't retired yet, but he is up there as well. Russ Holcomb is a top 20 player of all time. You know, there's just a lot of players. You know, look at that. Will Anderson is up there. He won a couple rings here with the Patriots, and I think that's kind of the thing that really worked well for this team and how we were able to keep our window open is we were able to bring in guys like Max Crosby, like Will Anderson, who were in their late 30s that, you know, still had good dev traits on them. They're still productive, but the computer didn't value them because they were, you know, I think Crosby at the time was like 35 or 36. So we brought him in on a couple-year deal, and the computers didn't value him. So we were able to get him for cheap, and we were able to keep bringing him back year after year, and we got so much production out of Max Crosby. And, you know, even Chase Young, Chase Young was like a mid overall, and we were able to get him for a long-term deal, and because the computer didn't value him. And that's just the one thing that, you know, you had to play everything smart. You can't always go for the top guy. Sometimes all you need to go for is the mid-tier guy. You know, the 80 overall Chase Young, you know, the 35-year-old Max Crosby. But this is going to wrap up this series, guys. This is the final episode of our Madden 25 New England Patriots series here on YouTube. As you know, I've had some ups and downs with Madden 25. I've enjoyed it. I've disliked it. This game burnt me out quicker than any Madden has with playing it. And yeah, I know it's not probably the way a lot of people wanted this series to end, with just a bunch of simulated seasons, but I enjoyed that it ended, and I enjoyed the ride to get here.